Yeh Jawaani Hai Deewani is a 2013 Indian coming-of-age romantic comedy film, directed by Ayan Mukerji and produced by Karan Johar. The film stars Ranbir Kapoor and Deepika Padukone in lead roles. This is their second film together after their 2008 film Bachna Ae Haseeno. Aditya Kapoor and Koechlin play supporting roles. Madhuri Dixit appears in an item number titled Ghagra with Ranbir Kapoor in this film. Initially set for a March 2013 release, the film was released on May 31, 2013. Upon release, the film received positive to mixed reviews and was a huge box office success. Yeh Jawaani Hai Deewani has become the sixth highest-grossing Bollywood film of all time in India and worldwide. The film is also the eighth highest-grossing Bollywood films in overseas markets. Plot: the film starts with a wedding invitation in the form of basket full of sweets and chocolates being delivered in numerous places. The invitation to Bunny, Kapur, couldn't be delivered as he doesn't reside in that place anymore. Naina receives the invitation and remembers her trip to Kullu and Manali 8 years ago. Then she was a shy and nerdy medical student. She studied constantly and always topped her classes, however she felt like an outcast. An encounter with an old classmate, Aditya, in a supermarket makes her realize that she wants more from life than high marks. She makes an impulsive decision to go on a commercial hiking trip into the Himalayas, up to Manali, even though her seat in the train was not confirmed. On a chance meeting with Bunny, Ranbir Kapoor, he agrees to share his seat with her and take her to a trip with him and his friends. She meets Aditya again and Avi, Aditya Kapoor, both of her best friends. Naina, still in the train, still continues to study. She continued to feel like an outcast, as was evident when the game I Never was being played and she didn't do anything of what was being said by other players. In the first day of the trip, Bunny, Avi and Aditya leave to explore places in Manali, with Naina tagging along. Bunny continues to tease her with sort of vulgar statements, while Avi continues to drink and flirt. At the end of the day, a gig happens between a lady and Aditya due to Avi's shove mistaken as Eve teasing. This ensues a chase, in which Bunny and Naina and running away one side and Avi and Aditya other so that they don't get beaten up from the mob. In the end Naina saves them by making logs fall on the mob when she knocks them down. At the beginning of the trek, the members are divided into two groups, one under Avi and other under Bunny, with Naina and Aditya both in Avi's team. While Bunny is going on slowly to the mountain top, Naina is not stopping in her way. Bunny realizes this may make him lose, tricks Naina into staying with him for some minutes and ties her legs while he busies her in some talk. In the end Bunny's team wins and Avi's team has to prepare food and put tents etc. Naina has prepared food, but Bunny came and announced that a party of foreigners is going on nearby and they have invited them too. Naina, again feels outcast, stays back and resumes her studies till Bunny finds her. He asks her why she didn't join them. She tells him she is friendless and reserved because she is boring. He dismisses the fact that she's boring because she came all by herself to this trip. She sings Bachchan songs and she was the reason they outran those guys chasing them. According to him, she was a hero not boring. He tells her to enjoy more and stop empathizing herself. As the trip goes on, Naina starts enjoying more and she and Bunny start bonding, with him including her in his gang. The crew reaches the topmost point of their trek, but Bunny wanted to go beyond it. On question, Subba, the trek guide told him that point is called Bhota Parvat, haunted mountain. A myth states that a lot of spirits come there in the night of Purnima to search for a temple where all their wishes will be answers. Many people tried to find it, but it couldn't happen and they never returned. Coincidentally, that night is also Purnima only. Regardless of that, Bunny goes there at night with Naina joining him. Naina for the first time drinks with him. Bunny tells her of his dream to roam around the world. He never wants to settle down or have anything to hold back from living his life the way he wants it. He feels marriage and relationship only causes a person to carry a burden of uneventful boring life while he wants his life to be as interesting as possible. Finally they reach the last point together. Naina realizes she really loves Bunny and wants him in her life. On returning, She feels she has become a new person, a person who thinks more than higher marks and a successful career, a person who can enjoy till the limit. At the same time, seeing Aditya's reaction to Avi's flirting with other girls, Naina and Bunny realize she loves Avi. On the last day, Naina is just on verge of telling Bunny her feelings. Avi barges in and questions Bunny of his admission in Northwestern University in Chicago. Avi found that envelope in Bunny's bag while searching for protection. He comes to know his plans of staying with Bunny in a flat and chilling out were baseless, as Bunny was planning to go since a long time. Avi wanted to stop him, but Aditya, still angry and hurt by Avi, doesn't support him and encourage him. Bunny knows Avi is upset with the decision and he wanted to tell himself. This admission was a first step towards his dream. Naina is heartbroken to realize that Bunny will never change his notion of life. She swallows back the words of her love for him. It's 8 years now and Naina neither heard from Bunny another time, nor waited for him. While Bunny is having happening life, the life he dreamed of by being a videographer for a travel show. He quits that show soon as he got another offer to host a show himself in a reality travel show with 3 months stay at Paris, Tokyo, Istanbul and Berlin. Soon, he gets a video message from Aditya where she informs him of her marriage and inviting her for her wedding in Udaipur. It is the day of cocktail party of Aditya's wedding to Taran, an awkward but sweet architect. Naina, now Aditya's best friend, gives speech about Aditya. At the end of the speech, Bunny gives surprise entry and makes party live. Aditya is extremely happy to see Bunny, but Avi is not much thrilled and doesn't even regard him as friend. Avi owned a bar which also failed. As a result, Avi has now become a gambler and alcoholic. He is very angry with Bunny for not being there when he was loneliest. He even refuses to watch Bunny's show when he asks him to. But as the days go, Avi and Bunny patch up and apologize to each other. Also, Bunny and Naina rekindle the bond they had. He also finds out Naina's an admirer and assumes he's a funny-looking NRI with an accent. When they go to tour Udaipur, they compare each other's ideology about staying at home and roaming at different places. Bunny is eager to visit all the places in Udaipur while Naina is tired and just wants to see the beautiful sunset. She tells Bunny that whatever plan or lists you make in life, you are bound to miss something. Instead of doing everything in a rush, it's better to enjoy something when you can. On their way back, Bunny confesses to her that he didn't go home after coming to India because, 3 years ago he took 24 students for trekking while working in company called Trek America for a week. His phone didn't work for a week and later he got messages of his dad's death and being cremated already. He hadn't seen his dad for 3 years and didn't speak to him since months. He still feels very regretful of that. Naina and Bunny share a moment and part ways. On returning, Bunny catches Avi gambling, so he also puts a bet only to lose. Avi shouts at him for putting his own money in the bet thinking it will cause double jackpot. This makes Bunny realize that Avi has been watching his show all along and has always been his caring friend. In the evening party, Bunny catches Aditya and Avi talking, then Taran taking her away and both of them fighting with Aditya walking away. Bunny felt that Taran is jealous and confronts Aditya about marrying him. She clarifies that Taran wasn't jealous but refraining her from insulting Avi as he had bill of 1 lakh of poker and 1 lakh of alcohol which Taran paid just now. Bunny asked her that she doesn't love Avi anymore. Aditya is shocked that he knew. Bunny tells her apart from Avi everyone knew of her feelings. She tells him that she did love Avi but he never returned her love, but with Taran it seems that she is actually happy and she feels just alright on spending time with her. She is in love with Taran. This makes Bunny realize his love for Naina and he goes to find her. To his dismay he sees her with Vikram, the guy actually sending messages to Naina. Driven by jealousy, he tells Vikram he is Naina's boyfriend. Naina tells she is just Vikram's friend and confronts him about his behavior. He tells her he wants her to spend each and every minute with him but she refuses. She loved him 8 years ago and he didn't and again she is falling in love with him and he wouldn't. She doesn't want to hurt herself again. Listening this, Bunny kisses Naina. Bunny and Naina confess their love to each other but Naina tells him to forget her. He can't settle down as traveling was his dream, while she can't travel with him because her family and job are here. She wants to have a settled life and he wants to have a life of a hippie. Now they love each other, but after a while, these differences will come between and they will be heartbroken in the end. As both of them are not ready to leave their present life, they part ways. Soon after wedding, Bunny leaves for airport, but instead goes to his parents' home. He recalls how understanding his dad was about his choices. He talks to his stepmother and tells how much he regrets not meeting his father before death, but she consoles him. She tells him his dad was happiest with Bunny because he had courage to face the obstacles due to his choice and encourage him to continue what he does. It is New Year's Eve. This is last day of Avi's bar. Aditya is going for her honeymoon and Naina is alone in her home. Bunny comes to Naina's home having turned down the offer of his dream job. He confesses he still has those dreams but he wants to stay with her too before he loses all the time. He proposes to her. The film ends with all four friends on call and wishing each other Happy New Year. Cast: Ranbir Kapoor as Kabir Bunny Thapar, a travel lover who doesn't take love seriously until he falls for Naina. Deepika Padukone as Naina Talwar, a nerdy topper who falls for Bunny. Aditya Roy Kapur as Avinash Yog, a fun, flirtatious guy with always a drink in his hand. He is Bunny and Aditya's best friend. Kalki Koechlin as Aditya Meera, a tomboy, childish girl but matured by time. Aditya is close friends with Naina and best friends with Bunny and Avi. Kamal Roy Kapur as Taran, Aditya's husband who is awkward, weird and strange but good at heart. Evelyn Sharma as Lara, a hot, dumb, and ditzy bimbo. She consistently flirts with Bunny. She is a cousin of Taran. Farooq Sheikh is Bunny's father, who instilled moral values in Bunny, which Bunny remembers even after his death. Tanvi Azmi is Bunny's stepmother. Kabir hates her and her sherbet, but she loves him dearly like her own child and encourages him to accept his love for Naina. Dolly Ahluwalia is Naina's mother. She doesn't like Aditya initially. Purna Jagannathan as Rihanna, the co-host and a close friend of Bunny. She offers Bunny his dream job, that of a travel show host. Naveen Kaushik as Subhaya, camp head. Omar Khan as Dev, Anisa Bhatt as Preeti, Lara's friend. Rana Daggubati as Vikram, cameo. The photographer at Aditya's wedding. He likes Naina and flirts with her by sending her messages with lyrics of Bollywood romantic songs. Madhuri Dixit as Mohini. Special appearance in the song Ghagra, Mayank Saxena, Moksha Dadwani. Production: the film was produced by Yeh Jawaani and Karan Johar under the banner of Dharma Productions. It was co-produced by Apova Mehta. Written by Hussain Dalal based on a story by Ayan Mukerji. The title of the film was taken from a hit song by the same title, with music by A.D. Burman from film Yeh Jawaani Hai Deewani. In December 2011, Pritam was chosen for first time to do the music for a Dharma Productions film, steering away from the usual Vishal Shukla and Shankari Sunloy, who had previous scored director Ayan Mukerji's debut film, Wake Up Sid. Filming, shooting locations included Hadamba Temple, Guleba, Banjarad, Hamta, and Nagar. Some shots were taken at height of 14,000 feet above sea level and the crew shot at a temperature as low as 10 degrees Celsius. In May 2012, the cast filmed in Udaipur, where Kapoor and Padukone also shot a romantic song. The unit then experienced a difficult shoot in Rajasthan due to the overwhelming heat. Filming also took place in August 2012 in Paris, France in Rue Mouffetard, a street market in the city. Other scenes were shot in Filmistan, Mumbai. On January 26, the crew visited Kashmir to shoot a musical sequence and other scenes. They filmed in numerous locations such as Konduri and Gulmarg, Pahalgam and Srinagar. Casting: Ranbir Kapoor was the first to sign on to the film, and is under Ayan Mukerji's direction for the second time following Wake Up Sid. Kapoor pierced his ears for his role in the film. There was a lot of speculation as to who would play the female lead, with Katrina Kaif and Anushka Sharma all rumoured to be considered for the role. Eventually, Deepika Padukone was chosen in September 2011. Aditya Roy Kapur and Kalki Koechlin were later signed on for pivotal roles. Koechlin and Kapur play Aditya and Avi, respectively. Evelyn Sharma had confirmed that she will play a Ditsi character. Soundtrack. The soundtrack and background score was composed by Pritam, with lyrics penned by Amitabh Bhattacharya and Kumar, Dilliwali Girlfriend. 2 songs are Badtameez Dil, sung by Benny Dayal and Shafali Alvaz, and Balam Pikari sung by Vishal Dadlani and Sharmoli Kalgadia was seen in the trailer. The promo video for Badtameez Dil was released on April 5, the video for Balam Pikari on April 10, and the video for Dilliwali Girlfriend on April 25. The complete soundtrack was released on April 29, 2013. The Yeh Jawaani Hai Deewani mashup was by DJ Shitters. Reception. Shresh Poddar of School magazine gave the album 3.5 out of 5 stars and said, "With this soundtrack, Pritam manages to strike a fine balance between energetic dance numbers and soulful melodies. Every song in this album is highly youth-friendly." Moreover, Amitabh Bhattacharya's powerful lyrics make the songs even more appealing. This album is a must-hear. Marketing. Nokia India announced its association with Dharma Productions for the film. The film's official trailer was released by Ayan Mukerji, Karan Johar, Ranbir Kapoor and Deepika Padukone on March 19, 2013 at a press conference in Mumbai. Before its release, Ranbir Kapoor invited all of his fans to watch the trailer. Release. Previous screenings of Yeh Jawaani Hai Deewani were held on May 30, 2013. The film was released on May 31, 2013 worldwide, and on around 3,100 screens in India. The trailers of Once Upon a Time in Mumbai Again, Satyagraha Democracy Under Fire and Bagh Milk or Bagh was attached with the film prints. Eras distributed Yeh Jawaani Hai Deewani in Israel. It was subtitled in Hebrew and released on May 31, 2013. The last Bollywood film released in Israel was Devdas. Hindu College organized a special screening of Yeh Jawaani Hai Deewani in aid of creating a secure and safe environment for female students on May 31, 2013. Critical reception. A film received positive to mixed reviews from critics. Giving the film 4 out of 5 stars, Taran Nadash of BollywoodHungama.com noted that the film is a revitalizing take on romance and relationships. A wonderful cinematic experience, this one should strike a chord with not just the youth, but cineasts of all age groups. Shubhra Gupta of Indian Express with a negative tone stated that, Yeh Jawaani Hai Deewani is a been here, seen this, much too long glossy creature, and not much else. Sabal Chatterjee of NDTV rated it 3.5/5 and opined that, overlong, sluggish and fluffy, it meanders through varied locations as the young lovers' friends seek to reconnect with each other after a few years of being apart. Sukanya Verma of Rediff.com gave it 3.5/5 stars and judged, Yeh Jawaani Hai Deewani is totally worth it. Elisha Karanho of IN.com praised the film for Kapoor's a brilliant performance and gave it 3.5 stars out of 5. Ray of Mazand of CNN-IBN gave the film 3 out of 5 stars, concluding if you are seeking light-hearted mush, you're looking in the right place. Ananya Bhattacharya of ZeaNews.com said, Yeh Jawaani Hai Deewani is no heavy or preachy business. It is meant to be enjoyed and it does its job well. Apart from a few parts where the pace of the film drops badly, Ayan Mukerji's handiwork is a breezy, enjoyable one. She also gave it 3 out of 5 stars. Tushar Joshi of DNA opined, YJHD is a well-written film that should be watched for its direction, treatment and some remarkable performances. Anupama Chopra of the Hindustan Times gave the film 2.5 out of 5 stars and wrote, there is enough eye candy in Yeh Jawaani Hai Deewani to see through, but I wish the film had more meat and less dressing. I'm disappointed because there is a truckload of talent here. What rankles is what might have been. Raja Sen of Rediff.com noted that the film was good-looking but lacked a good story. He gave it 2 out of 5 stars. Controversies. Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Omar Abdullah expressed his displeasure over the attribution of shots in Yeh Jawaani Hai Deewani to Manali while they were filmed in North Kashmir's Gulmarg. He stated that apart from the temple and Span resort, all scenes were shot in Gulmarg. Many scenes and song sequences of the movie were shot at various locations in the Kashmir Valley, including the famous ski resort of Gulmarg and Pahalgam. Karan Johar's production house later said that the opening credit slate clearly mentions Chief Minister Omar Abdullah, Tourism Minister G.A. Mir and Inspector General of Police S.M. Sahul. The names of the entire crew in Kashmir are mentioned in the credits of the film. A film's television release has been stalled. The Delhi High Court on June 11, 2013 issued a ruling restraining the TV release of the film for allegedly using objectionable dialogues in context of the brand Roo After. Box office, India. Yeh Jawaani Hai Deewani opened strongly with around 100% occupancy at multiplexes and in the range of €60–70% at single screens, where it set the biggest opening for a Ranbir Kapoor film. It holds the records for the fourth biggest opening of all time and highest for an on-holiday release after collecting $198.1 million on its first day. The film remained strong on Saturday and grossed $205 million. It made $630 million on its first weekend, breaking the three-day weekend box office record previously held by Dabangg 2. The film remained strong on Monday and grossed the second highest ever Monday collection of $127.5 million. It continued its successful run on Tuesday, collecting $117.5 million and Wednesday collecting $105.0 million, which is the highest ever for any film on that day, bringing its six-day total to $980 million. Yeh Jawaani Hai Deewani grossed $1.06 billion in its first week, becoming the second fastest Bollywood film to cross $1 billion behind Ek Tha Tiger. It grossed $1.75 billion worldwide in the first 7 days. The film made $282.5 million in its second weekend, which is the second highest of all time, making its 10-day gross to $1.34 billion. The film had grossed $450 million in its second week, bringing its total to $1.52 billion. It also had a very good third weekend gross of $135 million, taking its 17 days total to $1.65 billion. It grossed $205 million in its third week, making its total to $1.73 billion. Yeh Jawaani Hai Deewani grossed $1.76 billion after its fourth weekend. Yeh Jawaani Hai Deewani added $65.4 million, taking its four-week total to $1.77 billion. Due to a huge reduction of shows from the fifth week, its lifetime total finished around $1.79 billion. Overseas, Yeh Jawaani Hai Deewani collected around $4 million on its international opening weekend and is ranked number 2 in 2013. The film collected $1,568,677 at the U.S. box office, opening in at number 9 position with an average of $9,743 from 161 theaters. It continued its successful run and netted around $7.5 million in 10 days. Yeh Jawaani Hai Deewani grossed $8.75 million in 17 days and overseas. It grossed $9.50 million in 24 days in overseas. Yeh Jawaani Hai Deewani is the seventh highest grossing film overseas of all time, with it set to finish at $10.50 million approximately. References. External links. Official website, Yeh Jawaani Hai Deewani at Box Office Mojo, Yeh Jawaani Hai Deewani at Internet Movie Database.